Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Savannah Chrisley reveals dad's prison shutting down. Savannah Chrisley has revealed that the prison her dad is in is shutting down. However, she is not going to stop talking about the corruption going on inside of the prison. Savannah has made it clear what her intentions are. Keep reading to find out more about this and what Savannah has to say. Savannah Chrisley has been very open about who she voted for during the presidential election. Savannah and her family have supported Donald Trump through it all. However, they think their support is going to get Todd and Julie Chrisley pardoned from prison. Fans think this is a delusional way of thinking. However, no one will know until he starts his term. Savannah has been fighting for her parents' release since the day they were arrested. It does not seem to be going well for them, especially since Julie did not get any time taken off of her sentence at her resentencing hearing. Savannah Chrisley has revealed that the prison her father is in is shutting down. This is what was said when it was announced. FPC Duluth has an aging and dilapidated infrastructure, including several condemned buildings that have contaminants such as asbestos and lead paint. However, Savannah has spoken on the issue. She expressed her concerns about the abuse that has gone on there. She also talked about how she wants people held accountable before addressing where her father will go. I don't know where my dad's gonna go at this point. Let's hope and pray he comes home. Fans do not think there is any way he will be coming home. However, Savannah said she was going to have more details about the work she is doing with senators on her podcast. It is unknown what is going to happen to Todd Chrisley and where he will go after this. It seems that Savannah has no idea where her father will be going after the prison fully shuts down. However, she is hoping he gets to come home. Fans do not see this happening because he has not even served half of his sentence yet. Regardless, Savannah is going to continue to fight for their release until it happens. What do you think about the prison shutting down? Where do you think Todd will go? Sound off in the comments below. We would love to hear your thoughts. In a turn of events that sounds more like the plot of a reality TV drama than a headline ripped from real life, Savannah Chrisley has revealed that the federal prison where her father, Todd Chrisley, has been serving his sentence is shutting down. The Chrisley Knows Best star, never one to shy away from speaking her mind, took to her social media platforms this week to share the news, sparking shockwaves among fans, critics, and those who have followed the family's high-profile legal saga. For months, Savannah has been a consistent voice for prison reform and an outspoken advocate for her parents' conditions behind bars. But this revelation that the very facility housing her father is being closed was something few anticipated. According to Savannah, the news came suddenly, leaving inmates and their families scrambling for answers. It's just over. Savannah speaks out. Savannah's statement was raw and unfiltered. In a series of Instagram stories and a candid podcast episode, she explained that the shutdown was not only unexpected, but also emotionally complicated. I got the call, and it was just surreal, she told her listeners on her podcast Unlocked. They told us Dad's prison is shutting down. Just like that. No timeline, no clear plan. Just over. And now we don't know where he's going next. She admitted to feeling a whirlwind of emotions. Relief at the possibility her father might be moved to a better facility, fear of the unknown, and frustration at the lack of transparency from prison officials. Why is the prison closing? While Savannah didn't have all the official details, early reports point to ongoing issues at the facility, ranging from understaffing to structural problems, that made operations increasingly difficult. Advocacy groups have long criticized certain federal prisons for outdated infrastructure, unsafe conditions, and chronic neglect. The closure, however, isn't as simple as locking the doors. Inmates will have to be transferred, and that process can take weeks or even months. For families like the Chrisleys, that means more uncertainty, more travel complications, and more emotional strain. A silver lining or a new storm. Savannah admitted she's torn between hope and caution. On one hand, she's optimistic her father might be relocated to a facility closer to home in Tennessee, or at least one with better living conditions. On the other hand, prison transfers can be chaotic. People think it's like moving apartments, she explained, but it's not. It's being uprooted in the most extreme way, and the process is scary. My dad's health, safety, and state of mind are all on the line. Savannah's fear isn't unfounded. Inmates can be moved to higher security facilities depending on availability, and families often have no say in the matter. Fans rally around the Chrisleys. Since breaking the news, Savannah has received an outpouring of messages from fans and fellow reality TV stars. Many have expressed support for the Chrisley family, offering prayers and encouragement. Others see the closure as a potential turning point in Todd's incarceration, an opportunity for a transfer to a more humane environment. Twitter and Instagram lit up with the hashtag #FreeToddChristly, as fans debated whether the shutdown could lead to early release petitions. One fan wrote, "Maybe this is the sign that things are about to change for the better. Praying for Todd and the whole family." How Julie Chrisley is handling the news. While much of the focus has been on Todd's situation, Savannah hasn't forgotten about her mother, Julie, who is serving her own sentence in a different facility. According to Savannah, Julie is deeply concerned about Todd's well-being during this transition. Mom's worried sick, Savannah admitted. She knows how unpredictable prison transfers can be, but she's also hopeful this could mean something good for Dad. The couple's separation has been one of the most challenging aspects of their incarceration. Both have spoken through Savannah about their longing to see each other again, even briefly. Life on the outside for Savannah. Balancing her personal life, career, and the weight of her parents' legal battles hasn't been easy for Savannah. She's taken on the role of guardian for her younger brother, Grayson, and niece Chloe, all while managing her podcast, brand endorsements, and public advocacy work. The prison shutdown news has only added another layer to her already complex reality. "It feels like I'm constantly in crisis mode," she admitted. "But I've learned to channel that energy into something productive, whether it's speaking out about prison conditions or just making sure my family stays strong." What happens next? At this stage, the timeline for the prison's closure remains unclear. Federal Bureau of Prisons officials have yet to release a public statement confirming the shutdown.